Hey y'all, I'm Val from Our Forever Farm. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to make chicken enchiladas. I usually make a big recipe of these, but today I've only got 4 tortillas. The original recipe will be in the description box for you to follow along. Now I always try to go over the ingredients before we start. So we're starting with some tortillas. You can use the big, the small. All I've got are I think it's 4 or 5 of these small ones, which will be perfect for us, just the 2 of us. I've got some cheddar cheese already grated. I'm doing a quick version of this. I had some enchilada sauce that I used for a beef enchilada a while back in the freezer, so I've got it out. Now, you can use a rotisserie chicken. You can boil your chicken. You can bake your chicken. It can be leftovers. Or you can just use a can drained, and that's what I'm doing. This is perfect for enchiladas if you need a quick meal. I'm also using cream of chicken soup and sour cream. Let's get to cooking. Now, like I say, this is a quick version of this recipe. You can make it harder, you can make it bigger, you can make it larger. I'm putting the original in the description box. I start out with a cookie sheet, and I just pour my enchilada sauce on the cookie sheet. Now there's many times I've been out of enchilada sauce, and you can use salsa. That works fine. I'm gonna run and take my rings off and pull my hair back, and then we'll get started. Okay, now let's take our tortillas, and like I said, the recipe calls for 10. I think I've got 4 here. So just go by the original. It's a great recipe. I usually double it for our big family. It's just the 2 of us here. All I'm doing is I'm taking the tortillas and dipping them in the enchilada sauce, and I'll pull this to the side. Now I took the bowl that I had the enchilada sauce in and put my drained chicken in. So I'm gonna start out by putting the chicken in the tortilla. Really simple, y'all, really simple. So here I'm adding the cream of chicken soup. Now if you're doubling the recipe, of course you'd use 2 cans. Next, I'm going to add the sour cream. And I don't remember what size container this is, but I use about the same amount of sour cream as I do the soup. And I just mix those together. So I've emptied my shredded cheese. You can shred your own if you like. I just had some I needed to use up. I like to always spray my baking dish just to keep it from sticking. So I've added the chicken. I've rolled the tortilla in enchilada sauce. I'm adding a big spoonful of the sour cream and soup mixture and a little cheddar cheese. And I'm just gonna roll this up. Now, if you want to, you can put some enchilada sauce in the bottom of this. I have plenty on the tortillas, so I think this will be fine. Don't worry about if you drop any mixture like that, because we'll use it. We're starting out with our chicken again. We're gonna get a big dollop of this sour cream and soup mixture. And we're gonna get some cheddar cheese. And we're just gonna roll this up. And put it in the dish. And we're just gonna do that again. You wanna make sure you have this enchilada sauce all over the tortilla. So we're gonna start out with our chicken. Don't worry about what you've spilled in the cookie sheet, because we're going to use it too. Don't worry about it. And we're just going to roll this up. This is a quick, easy meal. This can be frozen. I usually do have some frozen, but I'm trying to eat out of my freezer right now. And I'm trying to get everything eat up because it's summertime. It's vegetable time. And I want to free up my freezer for all the goodies that we're going to get out of the garden. So this is the last one I'm going to do. This is more than plenty for 2 people. It's 4. I'll eat 1. Sweet Hunter will eat probably 2 or 3. Now what I do next, let me clean my hands off first. There's no rules in this, but as you can see, I've got some leftovers. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my leftover chicken. I'm just going to put it right on top of this. And now I'm going to take the good stuff, as I call it, and I'm put it right on top of the chicken enchiladas. That's the cream of chicken soup and the sour cream mixture. And I'm just going to spread it out over the top. And like I say, it doesn't matter what you put on first. Now I'm just going to top it with the leftover enchilada sauce with the good stuff that I dropped in it and the cheese, everything that's on there. We're going to finish it off. This will be more like a casserole when we get through, but we don't waste anything. I'm just going to top this with the leftover cheese. Don't that look good? Now this is ready for the oven. So I've got my oven preheating at 400 degrees. The original recipe says to cook it 20 or 25 minutes. So because I'm using a smaller amount, I will keep a watch on that. Really, everything's cooked. All you're doing is heating it through. Now you can take this right now at this point, cover it up, put it in the refrigerator and store it for later. Or you can freeze it just like this, just at this point. You can also cook it, then freeze it. We do it all. So this is just a small, just the 2 of us dinner today. I'm gonna make him a chocolate pie too, so watch for that video. I'm gonna put this in the oven. Like I said, it's preheated at 400 degrees. We're gonna watch it. I'm gonna check it about at 15 to 20 minutes. See if it's heated through and bubbling and ready to eat.
I'm waiting on the chicken enchiladas to cook. I thought I'd wash up my dishes before I start on my pie. We had a wonderful weekend this weekend. Our granddaughter got married, and she got married at Cades Cove. It was absolutely the most beautiful setting you've ever saw. I'm hoping to do a video on the pictures that she gets back. I did some candid pictures that I've showed on Facebook just a few times, but I'm telling you, it was beautiful. Today is a rainy day. Yesterday was a rainy day, and so was the day before. Hope my dishes don't come crashing down. But I love rainy days at home. I remember a time when I didn't like rainy days at home. When I was younger, rainy days were boring. Now that I'm older, I love them. I just absolutely love rainy days. And I love to cook on rainy days. So that's what we're doing. I've got this all cleaned up. I'm going to move on to the next thing, and we'll get that chicken enchiladas out in just a few minutes. Won't take them long at all.
Well, it looks like they're coming out of the oven, but I lost all my volume here, so I have no idea what I'm telling y'all. I'm sure it's something like it's hot out of the oven, ready to eat, and I'm going to serve it with chips and salsa. Now, you can also add rice and beans. You can eat whatever you want to with it. This is a delicious chicken enchilada recipe, and I showed you a quick way to make it. And I sure hope you try it. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all go cook something.